she's been working in the medical device industry for more than 25 years with various companies. She's led efforts in regulatory affairs, clinical research, and quality affairs. She's well known outside of the United States for the work that she's done. And I met her here in Miami, I think 7 years ago, because she picked me to work on a trial that she designed for the PMA approval of the web device, which I think is a significant contribution on top of everything she'd done before that. Amy had a stroke for no damn reason, as far as I can tell, at this meeting 2 years ago in Colorado, which is at altitude and is a very spread out resort. So I was a sweaty mess together with some of the other people in this room when Amy called, having diagnosed herself, trying to find her and trying to get her the care that she needed as quickly as possible. It was hard to believe it was even happening. Since that time, Amy's fought a battle with aphasia and with recovery. And so we started a dialogue about what we could do to honor her, and brought this to her, brought the idea of her saying something about her experience to us. This is the inaugural Amy Walters Patient Lecture. And after this, every year, someone will give the Amy Walters Patient Lecture. And what we'll say going forward for those patients is that we just want to hear what they have to say. We're not asking them to lionize whatever healthcare workers worked on them or praise a particular technique, but just tell us about their experience. I can tell you a little bit about Amy because I know her. Amy is freaking brilliant. She's got this wildly creative and intelligent personality. She's kind. She loves people. She's funny and whimsical, and she's just all heart. Amy's one of those people who is such a caregiver and friend that in the aftermath of what happened to her, I kept running into people who felt like Amy was so important to them. So, Amy, we're looking forward to hearing what you have to say.
I had my stroke 2 years ago today at this conference, Full Circle. Before my stroke, I got to work in regulatory and clinical affairs for over 25 years. I got to know and love many of you. I got to help with devices that you use to save lives, mine now included. I remember bits and pieces. I got to remember bits and pieces of having a stroke. I felt urgency, a voice in my head, call now, call now. Anna Martha got my call and found me. He was directing, calling the shots. I don't remember anything after that. In Colorado Springs, I had to shut everything down. I was unconscious out of it. Dr. Shay Moskowitz cleared the original clot. TVA was insufficient, and did my craniectomy about 72 hours after to save good brain. I had my stroke in the left hemisphere, and as a result, I have right-sided hemiplegia and aphasia. I know that Dr. McIndoe and Dr. Moskowitz provided exceptional care for me in the ICU at UC Health Memorial Hospital. The staff helped me, and my family. I even got to outside. I got to have my bug. I got to have my bug, Javier, on the bed with me. Adam, Laurent, and many others came to visit. I don't remember any of it. I was on the plane from Colorado Springs, Shepherd Center in Atlanta. I felt like I was on a spaceship. Weird, yeah. Why am I in a simulator? I had landed at Shepherd Center, not knowing life itself. In the beginning of my recovery, it was the lowest of the lows. Ugh. Yes. In the beginning of my recovery, it was the lowest of the lows. I wore a helmet, reorienting my way through the way. Designing a comfortable helmet for rehab patients would be great. I took most 2 months of daily speech therapy to say hi. Slowly, hi, hi, A, B, C. Okay. Yeah. Since my stroke, I have a new perspective, a new way of thinking. So far, I feel zen. Like, take a look around, see something new with a chance at life you gave. So far, I have gotten to travel around the world, South America with Dave. We saw king penguins in the Falkland Islands and saw sanctuary in Costa Rica. I have visited many friends and family. Every day I feel stronger and stronger. I have completed 3 rounds of intensive sessions at UMAP, the University of Michigan aphasia program, where I have gotten to know many other people with aphasia. I continue to do much therapy, music therapy, physical training, and the teletherapy. I continue to live a great life filled with adventure, family, friends, and support. I love you, Dave, and Zoe, and Zachary, Alice, and Noel, and You support me with encouraging me every day. Keep it up. You're amazing. Doctors and friends, thank you for saving our lives. Encourage your patient to keep it up this pace. Keep going. They can do this. Celebrate neuroplasticity. Please consider helping to spread awareness and understanding of aphasia. Aphasia is decoding, challenging, and exhausting. It is waking up on a land and not knowing the language or customs. It takes a lot of patience and practice, and incentive is the key. Incentive therapy is very helpful and expensive and not yet covered by insurance. I'm fortunate to have resources and support to receive good treatment. Lastly, don't forget is the recovery is a gift. Thank you.